cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. Oh, Belle, I'm really sorry. That's a really tough situation. And I don't have any great answers on it. I'll share what I know. I've been paying close attention for a number of years. But if anybody wants my research files on this, feel free to email me at lex@whitewhalecreations.com. I also have a newsletter on cannabinoid science. It's called Cannabinoids and the People. It's on Substack if you want to stay on top of what's happening. But this is a really tough disorder. For people who don't know it, cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome is usually after people have been enjoying the herb, is what I'll call it, so I use less bannable words. People have been enjoying the herb for a really long time, and then as they use it, they start to get uncontrolled cyclical vomiting. Really terribly intense stuff that just life ruining for while it's going on. And really the best treatment is hot showers for some reason. And so the first thing to say is we don't know why this is a relatively new disorder in the last 5 or 10 years, because people have been enjoying this at high levels since at least the 60s and the millennia before that. One guess is the high THC levels that are now achievable, but there's always been, it's always been possible to have high THC before. It's a reasonable hypothesis because we do have a ton of cannabinoid receptors in our guts, and maybe long-term depressing of those is causing some sort of problem, but it doesn't quite explain why this would be popping up just in such a recent time. Maybe it's just getting noticed more. Another guess is that it's pesticides inside the herb, and people are having reactions to those. Another good guess, but not sure why it'd be popping up. Another guess that I just saw on one paper is that it's the latent hop viroid, which is decimating some grows across the West especially, and maybe people are having a reaction to this plant viroid. But we don't know why this is popping up. As far as treatments, it's not great. Like I said, hot showers is what people can do. Topical capsaicin, perhaps because it's activating your vanilloid receptors. And I know the antipsychotic haloperidol is used a lot. I just saw a case of an injection of droperidol, an anti-nausea thing. But the problem is that just is going to help with the vomiting itself. It doesn't give you the possibility of going back to using the herb again, because the vomiting is just going to come. So we have ways to control the vomiting and eventually get that to stop, but basically you can't take anything else in. So my only idea might be that some of the other rare cannabinoids out there might work, like delta 8 or oleamide, something like that is slightly different and doesn't have all of the other terpenes in there might work. But that's about all I got.